Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, or whenever you happen to be watching this. This month we are talking about responsibility, one of my favorite words. Right? And this is something that I learned very early on growing up on the farm. You have to have a ton of responsibility to be a farmer. There's just no two ways about it. So I was instilled with that at a very early age. And it's something I kind of took for granted because when I work with kids now, I realize it's something that they kind of push off and they step away from responsibility. Not because that they don't want to take on the responsibility. Actually, the contrary is true. It's just something that they're not used to thinking about and thinking outside of themselves. Said on the farm, I had to be responsible for animals, had to be responsible for certain chores, had to be responsible for a lot of things. Mostly though the animals, they don't have a choice in being fed. They don't have a choice in a lot of things and being taken care of. So it was my responsibility, my brothers and sisters' responsibility, my parents' responsibility to make sure those things happen. The one thing though I want you to focus on, not only for your kids, but for yourself as well. Sometimes we get caught in the ain't it awful syndrome. And we kind of get down about things and we have tendency to put the blame out someplace else. Right? But the blame is on us, at least for our reaction to what's happening around us. We are 100% responsible for our attitude and the actions we take after we realize where our attitude is at. And this is something that can be taught to kids right away. It's helping them understand that somebody calls them a name. Well, you can ignore that. And it's your choice as to whether you get upset about it or you ignore it. Having them understand that they didn't get the best grade. And a lot of times kids are like, oh, this teacher's bad, especially teens. This teacher's bad. This teacher's no good. And their attitude's in the wrong spot. Granted, varying degrees of teaching. We see it all the time. In my instructors, we have varying degrees of instructors. But it's the child's responsibility, the student's responsibility to put their best effort in, regardless of all other things. And you have to remind them that. And again, this is a reminder for us as adults as well, myself included. Every now and then, I got to remind myself that I'm 100% responsible for my life. So put that up someplace. Put it just a little sticker. I'm 100% responsible. And then remind yourself of that. So with that, have a good rest of your day, week, and month.